Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ladies in Red, part of the North Bank Show. And good evening, Mark, and to my wonderful co-host, Des. Thank you for joining me. And
You're
we're
more than
hoping
welcome.
to be able
Good to be
spot.
here. Good to be here. Thank you for having me. Right, so we're here to talk about the ladies, aren't we?
Yeah.
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 What conversation? What conversation we're going to have?
Des, did you get to see either of the last two games?
To be quite honest with you, I saw the highlights, but
That's fair enough.
I've seen the extended highlights,
Mhm.
and I know what's going on. Let's put it that way.
Okay. So the WSL game, which was against Man City away, and that started off good. I thought, good lineup. We thought, okay, yeah, we're all getting a bit excited here. And let me just refresh my memory. It was, where are we? Yeah, sorry. Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah, we started off well. Then Khadija Bunnyshaw, who's yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, she scored in the 36th minute. And you think, okay. And yeah, and we weren't doing so well. And then Mariona scored in the 46th minute, which, yeah, sorry, that was just after half time. Yeah, literally come back on, boom, back on net. But okay, now we're buzzing. And then it nosedived. Oh, tell a lie. Yeah, somebody's name I can't pronounce. One of their players got us goal in the 61st minute. Chloe Kelly, just to rub salt in the wound with her old club. 83rd minute.
What a goal! What a goal as well, Ange.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, touch the badge, all that jazz. And then another one whose name I can't pronounce scored in the 88th, and yeah, that was it. 3-2.
Yeah, we looked good, but we just seemed to always be chasing in that game, didn't we?
And all that passing out from it. Well, passing out from the back. I'm sorry, they just pass. Yeah, it's all backwards all the time, isn't it?
And we're always in this game. We were always chasing because, as you say, Man City scored first, then we scored. Caldente was a good goal as well, I thought. Yeah, then they scored in the 61st, which I think the name is Kaspari or Kasparigi or something like that. It is a hard one to pronounce.
Yes.
And then obviously Kelly's goal was, well, we thought we were going to get a draw out of it, didn't we?
Well, even the gaffer said that. Yeah, we really we sort of kind of prayed to hang on for that draw.
And then Benny scored in the 88th. So
yeah,
killed the game off really straight there and then really. But there's not many positives you can take, is there?
No, there isn't at all. Hey, Mar, good to join us.
Unmute your mic, Amar. Unmute your mic, mate. I think he's got internet problems again.
Okay.
Right.
Amar, back to us when he can.
Yeah, he'll come in when he's ready.
Yep. Okay, so that was that one. And yeah, as I say, not much more we can say about that. And then we go on to the start of Champions League. Yeah, and I thought that looked a really good lineup, bit of a mix up. I thought, okay, on Disney Plus, nice picture. Yep, that was favourable. And yeah, we started off really well. Russo, which was, where did I write that down?
7 minutes.
Well, it was very quick anyway.
7 minutes it was, Ange.
Was it 7 minutes? Yeah, correct. And then after that, just nosedived and all that passing around, whatever we want to call it.
We can't avoid the fact, though, that Lyon are a good team, aren't they?
They are a good team, and we've certainly done them in the past. They really capitalised on us being a bit useless, actually.
I mean,
we could. Do you know what? If we'd been on full, we could have easily done them.
Yeah.
We could have broken them down. They're very up for it, but we could have broken them down.
Hey, Mar, are you there, mate?
Yes, I think you should be able to hear me now.
That's better. Yeah, can he? Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, your intro, it says Arsenal taking on Man City. I think that needs to be changed. We're taking on Aston Brighton this weekend.
Does it? Oh,
No,
I didn't
Oh,
do
it doesn't
it.
matter. Oh, no, it doesn't do the title, but it's a bit confusing because we've already played City, but it's fine.
No, that's because what we're talking about, mate. That's all that is.
Yeah,
I see. Oh, sorry. Yes.
No,
yeah.
that's cool. That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
cool.
sorry,
That's all right.
sorry.
Easy done.
Yeah.
we
Easy
haven't
done.
got to the new game yet.
We're going to talk about the Brighton game in a bit, mate.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'll be good. Yeah, no, I'll be good.
Yeah. So they scored 2 goals in 5 minutes, 18 and 23.
Both which were very avoidable.
Yeah, they were and there are. And we were having a discussion last night, not in a show, were we? We were just having a discussion between me and you. And did you? I believe you put the blame on Daphne, didn't you?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, state your case. State your case.
No, what I would say, there's something off with that.
Right.
I don't know if she's still carrying a bit of an injury because our defence, it's like, dare I say it, like they've done it last with.
1 second. Hey, Mara, someone playing music, mate? Because I can hear music coming.
Oh, sorry. It's my phone. I'm just switching off the tone for my phone. Sorry, I realised. I'm sorry.
All right, no problem. No problem. Mate.
Right now, I'm switching on my phone. Yeah, no, it's religious music. Sorry, I also realised I was getting in the way. Sorry. I'll
That's
switch it
right,
off.
mate. No worries. No worries.
That's my bad. That's bad of me. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. It's cool. Carry on, Ange. Carry on.
Is our defence compensating for that?
Well,
because they've done it with Manu in the past.
Can I throw a question at you, Ange? Being as you brought up the defence, yeah. Leah Williamson, yeah. Defensively, we know she's brilliant, yeah. But are we missing her pass accuracy?
I'm going to say very much so.
Right. Okay. So, am I right in saying? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But am I right in saying that Katie is in the place of Leah at the moment?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Right. So Leah is also proving to be a very good defender. But does she have the pass accuracy of Leah?
No.
In your opinion? Right. So that could be an absolute. When we were asking questions of is something missing or what's going wrong here? That seems to me, and correct me again if I'm wrong, but that seems to be a very big factor.
Yeah, without doubt. Yeah, we are desperately missing Leah, and that's no disrespect to young Katie Reid, who is doing really well in her own right. But she's a young girl; she's still got a lot to learn. She's got. I'm not going to say it weighs heavy on her because I think she's held herself really well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's a very young player.
I totally. I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to disagree with you at all.
Can I have her own style? Amar, what do you think on that?
What do I think on what? Sorry.
Sorry, right. The whole obviously we haven't got Leah at the moment because she's still in a leg brace.
Yeah, no, I don't know. There was some reports. Yeah, I think she's got arguably our best defender. I know Steph has adapted really well to playing a centre back, but yeah, I mean it's really difficult. Lotta, I don't know why she's a good player, but you could see her was out of her depth against Bunny Shaw against City. She's a good player, but when it comes up against physically strong opposition, she tends. I don't know. I wouldn't say it was. Maybe liability is pushing it a tad, but I would say she needs to adapt herself more to those situations and really not be caught out because when we look like we're gonna get a point, you just got to defend Bonnie Shaw better, and she left him and Bene unmarked to score that winner. And it wasn't the first time in big games away, not just to Man City, that she's been exposed like that. I mean, she's still a good defender for us, but she's not Leah, and I feel like it's still for now. It's got to be Steph and Katie at the back together, hasn't it?
Yeah, we haven't really got a choice, have we?
Well,
not really.
So, is it also why we are absolutely? I mean, I think every game we've started, the passing
Mm.
the passing in the first half of the first half. God, that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
The passing in the first half of the first half it seems very loose, very,
Yeah.
and it's very
I mean, there's a
it's
lot of
very out of character for Arsenal.
it is a bit, but yeah, then playing out of the back as well. You know, when you're trying to, there's no need to take those unnecessary risks, is there? I mean, I know there's a limit to playing out of the back. That's why I prefer you just go long. Then that's where you can maybe avoid making those mistakes that we saw the other night against Lyon, isn't it? And yeah, that's what maybe sets the rhythm going if you just punt it long rather than trying to attempt these risky passes out of the back. Okay, you're not always necessarily going to win the ball, but it avoids making those errors.
But then there's counter
It's
arguments for that.
making errors.
Sorry, Ange, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
true.
Well,
But also, it makes for boring football.
the counter argument I was going to give, and I'll keep this short and sweet, Ange, so you can.
Yeah.
The counter
That
argument:
sounds good.
if you go long ball, Amar, right?
Yeah.
You're too predictable. And Arsenal
True.
men and Arsenal women, sorry, let me do that the other way around. Sorry. Arsenal women and Arsenal men, right?
Mm.
We're build-up teams.
True.
So we
true.
play it from the back, and we 9 times out of 10, when form is good, which is Ange has already touched on, when form is good, we play it out the back like nobody else. Out from the back like nobody else. So if you go long ball, I know it's quicker play, right? But it makes you very projectable, and it lets other teams cut off the channels to you. What do you think of that, Ange?
Interesting concept. I suppose when we're playing well and everything's gelling, yeah, you're right. But well, it hasn't been gelling, and even with those 2 games that we won, which we should have won, Arsenal women still weren't. It still wasn't right, and we got goals, but it's still disjointed. It was still disjointed. Now we're paying a real price for it. A real price.
I mean, no, as you say, we are build-up teams. Yeah, you're right in the sense that you can become too predictable if you do punt the ball long. But when you see like how aggressively we're pressing, then you have to be careful if you don't try and play out the back too much as well. At the same time, you just got to try and play around it, but at the same time, be aware of the high press that the opposition puts you under.
I totally understand where you're coming from, but also I will, as a sort of like a plus to what you were saying, it's good to mix it up. It is good to mix it up.
No, 100% it is. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It's a dilemma, isn't it? It really is a dilemma because we all know that the Arsenal women are a strong team.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And we've brought in good players as well.
Oh yeah, we have.
I think back to the qualifying game for Champions League.
Which one?
Well, the one we just played.
You mean?
Oh, sorry. When you said when you said qualifying, I thought you meant pre-qualifying.
Well, yeah, one of them,
league phase.
One
yeah,
of
league
them,
phase.
I should say, because it's a different format.
Yeah.
It was just really poor, though, wasn't it? It was horrible to watch.
I mean, it's just avoidable errors, and that's. I mean, she just throws it out, puts it on and it's just giving a world-class striker do more than an easy shot a goal. Even the second one, she just throws it straight to Caldente. Caldente doesn't even expect to receive the ball. Just punt. Just get rid. And even if, as I said, that in those situations, don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure, and then gift the goals like we did the other night.
But what that tells me, Amar, right? Again, I'm not disagreeing with you, but what that tells me is there's a breakdown. There's a breakdown in communication somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Do you know what I mean?
Or maybe there's just not. Yeah, but there's a limit too.
I've got a question for you, Anne. If that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Renee has noticed this? Do you think it's her not acting on it quick enough, or do you think it's just lack of what are the words I want? The players that were on the pitch. I know it sounds so negative, and I'm sorry for saying it. But are the players on the pitch not capable of doing what they need to do at the moment?
Oh, good question. I think Rennie is for a fairly novice head coach. I think she's someone who learns very quickly. I think she's got enough experience to do the job. I think she's very tactical. Yeah, I'm sure she's noticed. Yeah, just this whole lack of cohesion with the play.
Cohesion, that's a good word. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a
good.
good word, isn't it? That one just popped up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. There's just something so off.
Can I expand on my question so I give you a bit of a clearer picture of what I mean?
Mm,
Is because in the men's game now, you know, we do the watch-alongs, me and Richard usually, and we have guests on. You've been on before, you know. We've got to a point in the game now where we're watching the watch-alongs where it's a case of if something happens in a negative way, in a negative way, we're actually turning around and saying, well, is that Arteta's fault or is it the players' fault? And I think the women need to start doing that as well. Is that a player issue or is it a manager issue? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good question. No, that's a good question. No, that's a good point. It's a good point.
well, I'm going to say I think at the moment it's a player issue. I have a lot of faith in Renee. We've seen what she can do. I've actually been more impressed with what I've seen she's done than I have with Arteta, to put it bluntly. I know the lads are a good run at the moment, but
well, I'm just using that as a comparison.
I think that's a really good.
So you can see where I'm coming from. I agree with you. At the moment, I think it's a player. I think it's a player issue and not Renee. I think it actually is a player issue, and I'm not trying to point fingers at people. Don't get me wrong.
No,
but there's something well, we've already said it. There's something definitely not right. You know.
I mean, Andreas brought something up on the last show about Mariona, and to be fair, we haven't got Wally anymore. She's gone on. It's Juventus, isn't it? She's gone.
That's right. She's gone to Juve. That's right.
And I know they've had a bit of a distance relationship in the past, but they've got a distance relationship again. And plus, Mariona just constantly plays. She didn't really get a break in the summer, and I can understand why she was going to be a starter, but yeah, she never gets any rest. And I do think there probably is a little bit of an emotional tie going on here. But yeah, then that's the argument. Who do you put in her place?
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking the other night when she came on, he was making, I think the point he was making last week was the same 8 players always seem to start every game. It doesn't make many changes. So, I mean, we saw a few against, what was it, 5 changes, or was it? I think we saw for the Lyon game to the Man City game. And I mean, we want to see more of Kyra. I mean, she came on for 20 minutes the other day. Whether she'll start on Sunday is down to the manager. But I think you could play, instead of having that double pivot, which I've seen on the forum, not the forums, where was it? I saw somewhere recently, I can't remember, but that double pivot doesn't always seem to work and it needs to be changed up. Maybe put Kyra in there alongside Frida or something. But I suppose you can't rest Kim, because Kim's a captain, but then maybe mix it up a bit and play Kyra instead of Mariona or something.
Well, I'll tell you something. Kyra, she's come on and been really lively.
Yeah, she has.
And when I say lively, she knows her role. You see a good passing of the ball. I think I can't remember which game. She even tried to get a shot, didn't she? I can't remember which game it was in the
It might have been against Lyon.
Yeah, time she had. So yeah, I'd like to see more of Kyra, definitely. Well, I know Wrighty's crying out for that one.
Yeah.
So this leads me to think, okay, that we have got the quality up front, Ange. Amar, we've got the quality up front. The defense is pretty strong. There is the shout for Leah Williams, obviously. That goes without saying. Quality shines through, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah, so it does.
My question is, sorry if I'm coming at you with loads of questions, Ange, but they're just popping in my head. Do you know what I mean? So my question,
more the merrier, mate,
my question is, are we lacking something in midfield?
I think it's up front. Really. If you think the chances, I would say we're creating. We're not. It's a lack of creativity. We're not able to. It goes back to under the Lyonnaise days when we were unable to get past the low block in a way. And we're not finishing off the chances. We're getting to good positions. We're just not being clinical enough in the final third, or just giving the ball away too easily in midfield. So I think it's 2 things. There's a lack of creativity, And even when we create those chances, we're not clinical enough to take them, to kill teams off. That's been the problem, hasn't it?
It's a great point. It's a great point. But you mentioned a low block, right? You mentioned a low block. To control a low block, you control a low block from the midfield.
Yeah.
So then that takes me back to my original point. Are we lacking something in midfield, mate? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe enough with the lack of supply to the forward line is probably what it is. I would say more than anything.
Well, quite a few I've seen on various forums. That has been it's certainly been highlighted, and I think particularly with the Lyon game, it was all down the left-hand side, wasn't it?
Mm.
And that's where most of the mistakes were being made.
Mm.
And that was no disrespect to Taylor Hines, who actually got her start, because I think
she did.
I think she technically sort of had a good game.
You've been shouting out for Taylor Hines as well.
Well, I have. I wouldn't suddenly think, oh my God, she was completely and utterly useless.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Because I think to a degree, but other than the initial start, it was suddenly, it just all went to pot. And I don't think you could be, all right, it was an issue about left-hand side, bit midfield, whatever. But I think generally it was just, dare I say it, piss poor. Sorry.
In fairness, Ange, in fairness to what you've just said, right, and what you say is quite true, we scored in 7 minutes. So that looked like a great start for us.
Yeah.
That looked like...
Yeah, it did.
I'm not saying the floodgates would have opened, but all I'm saying was, Lyon, to go 1-0 up in 7 minutes, you're thinking, hold on, these girls are starting to click. You know?
Yes.
And then you lose 2 goals in 5 minutes, and you can take the guys are starting to click straight out your head, can't you? You know, and it's a shame, because I don't like talking about the ladies like this. I don't like it.
It's not.
No. This is good, because you treat them exactly the same way as the men.
Yeah, no, I do. But we are the point from my point of view. Good evening, Dan. By the way, my point
Is
of
that
view.
Your friend?
Yeah, he does the Shots Fired show with us. The Forest fan. The Forest fan. A good lad. He's a good lad.
Dan. I know a Forest supporter, Dan. So
hello, yes, so do I. Hello, Dan.
I know what you're saying. You should treat the women like you treat the men, right? But the way I see it is this: Arsenal are one of the strongest teams, if not the strongest team, in the women's league. So they shouldn't. I agree. They should not get away with anything. But there's just part of me that says, girls, I know you can do better. Are you letting the fans down, or are you letting yourselves down?
Ooh.
Or even are you letting the manager down? Sorry to be so blunt about it, guys, but it's just the way I see it.
You're right. Well, listen, as people who pay to go and watch a game or pay for whoever's streaming, because none of it comes free, does it? Technically,
no.
Bottom line, that's the nature of any sport. You want your team to win.
Yes.
But at least and depending who they play, put in a damn good performance, because let's be right, the big one that's coming up, and I won't sadly be going to it, it's going to be the Chelsea game. And actually, well, they play themselves to the point where it's nauseating. And they were, all right, they got a draw last night, but that's fine. You know they'll do better next time round. You know, they just play to win. And unfortunately, that's what Arsenal women have the potential, and they've done it before. Well, we certainly saw it in Champions League, you know. But at the moment, no. I ain't got
the thing with Chelsea, you say that about Chelsea. It's interesting. I thought a lot of people, I would expected them to beat Twente pretty comfortably. The fact that they had their strength in depth is showed. But that Manchester United have shown that they're not invincible. They got a good point there. They should have probably beaten them in hindsight. And Twente, even last night, I didn't see the game from the one Chelsea dominated, but they needed a penalty to get back into that. It's a game that everybody expects them to win. So, of course they play to win. That's why they've been the best team. They've won 6 WSL titles in a row, and they've won the most successful team in the last decade or so. I wouldn't say it's like, how do I say it? A lot of the times you've seen under Arteta how the men's team is, like, especially against Liverpool, for example, and against Man City, where for long periods they played as if they didn't want to lose. Arteta is now hopefully he's now trying to change that and get them to win. I think it's a problem. I don't know. Is it still there's an emotional high after winning the Champions League, or we're just going through a tough spell at the moment. We need to get through it, and I think it's the tactics maybe and the players being burned out more than anything that's probably contributing to this blip we're going through right now.
That's really
As true-
interesting point.
As true supporters, are we too sentimental sometimes?
I can be. I can be very sentimental over players.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking you there, Ange. It's just it's just
I'm being honest. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a generalisation question. Do you know what I mean? I think as a fan base, if you are a true Arsenal fan, are you sentimental?
Yeah.
Too sentimental sometimes. I don't know. We're passionate. I like to call it passion.
Yeah.
I like to call it passion.
Oh, passion. Yeah. Passionate as well. Yeah.
But look at it this way as well, guys. Right? We lose against Lyon.
Yeah.
We lose against Lyon. It's not panic stations yet for the Champions League.
No, of course not.
But I will ask this. Is it already panic stations for the Premier League, Ange?
For the WSL.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Well,
No, I know.
yes. I mean, all right, it's a whole thing mathematically. And there's always a bit of luck involved. So that's a factor.
Of course.
But it helps if you really play the best you can. And, well, our girls haven't so far.
Well, they've already dropped more points this season than Chelsea did in the whole of last season. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough.
I mean, because even Smithy's gone quiet, hasn't she?
Olivia Smith.
Yeah, she's gone quiet, hasn't she? Really.
Again, not getting the service that she needs, and but she's trying her best though. Can't you give her good credit? She's trying her best.
But in fairness, I don't think Russo's getting the service she needs either.
Oh, they've been saying that. Yeah. I mean, we had this last season.
Even Beth is trying, but even Beth's not getting the service.
See, it's like there's little things you can point out, isn't there? There's little pointers you can point out, but that's because you watch it all the time. Yeah, you absorb it. And you know what? I think as a fan base as well, I think we overanalyze a lot of the time. Yeah, we don't look at it in black and white. We go, well, it's all because of this and it's all because of that. And really, if you think about it, we just need to calm down a little. Yes, the project, the point is winning. I get it. The point is winning, and we want Arsenal to win.
Yes, of course.
But end of the day, as I said, we're not at panic stations yet with women's Champions League. Right? It's only one game. It's Lyon, which are one of the best teams anyway.
Well, the most successful team in the history of the competition, aren't they? Yeah.
And the Women's Super League, yeah?
Yeah.
Sometimes it does feel like it's chuck the cards in the air and see where they land.
I mean, what do you mean by that? Sorry.
So I can expand on that for you, Amar, right?
Sorry, it's Amar.
Sorry, Amar.
It's not Amar, it's Amar. No, don't worry,
Amar,
but it's Amar.
right, okay.
Amar's not wrong, but it's Amar. Sorry,
Sorry, mate. Amar,
fine,
right, okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What I mean by that is
in
the Women's Super League, right?
Yeah.
Any team of any level can have their day. So, for example,
of course.
let me take the London Lionesses, right?
Yeah.
Is that what they were called? The first game.
London City Lionesses. Yeah,
Lionesses,
yeah.
They gave us a scare, really.
Yeah.
That was a reality check. Yeah.
Of course.
Because how many teams really score 2 goals against Arsenal? Yeah.
Other than Chelsea, maybe not many, and Man City, yeah.
Exactly. So what I mean by that, when you throw the cards in the air, it's like, who in your opinion, and it's only
I sort of get what you mean now. Yeah,
who is the worst team in the Women's Super League? And when I say worst, who's going to be relegated?
At the moment, it's looking like it's between Liverpool and West Ham, isn't it?
Right. So let's just pick one of those teams for argument's sake. Yeah.
Yeah.
West Ham come to Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
We're expected to beat them. Yeah. But they could beat us.
Well, look at the case in point last season when we played them at Bournemouth. They were 2-0 and 3-1 up in that game.
There you go.
So, anything could happen. It's a league. You can't take anything for granted. Is that if that's what you're trying to say? You just can't take anything for granted.
You can't. Exactly. Even though we're the mighty Arsenal, you cannot take anything for granted.
it's like the Premier League. Any team, even the 20th place team, could show up on the day, put their roll up their sleeves, and it'd be hard to break down and force you until like the 90th minute just to finally break them down. Exactly.
That's the problem. This is the problem with media as well, guys. This is where media doesn't help because they don't focus on all the good. The media always focus on the negativity.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
And that doesn't help. It doesn't help as a fan. It doesn't help as a team.
No.
But that, again, they're just my opinions. You know what I mean?
I understand. Yeah.
You know, there's no guarantees in football ever.
But there's no guarantees in life at all, is there?
Exactly. But you do expect to win against these lower teams. And if you can win against Chelsea, someone like Chelsea, or you can win against Man United, it's a bonus.
Yeah. But you have to be on it from the off. You know, you have to be on it. You have to be on it. Yeah,
but you also know that the Arsenal ladies are capable. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah, of course. They are. Of course. Yeah, more than capable.
You're going at the weekend, aren't you? And you've got the Brighton match at the weekend.
Yeah? Yes, we're all meeting up.
I'm going as well. Yeah, hopefully.
So you guys go and watch the games on a regular basis. So
yeah,
what are you expecting this weekend then? You're expecting a win, aren't you?
Well, I just want to do a performance and a result to end this blip. That's ultimately what we want, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fair enough. What do you want, Ange?
Right, if we'd have been playing much better, I would absolutely expect a win against Brighton. But like every team that's lower in the WSL, they're not going to be daunted.
No, of course not.
They're going to get a few of their supporters come up. It's televised, and actually it's on BBC too. People are going to be watching. A lot of their supporters are going to be watching. And yeah, they're going to turn up. And also, my goodness, well, I've seen what Arsenal's been doing lately. They're going to think, ooh.
See, that's the other flip of it, isn't it? Because if we keep going in this trajectory, teams are going to turn up and go, do you know what? We could beat Arsenal.
Yeah, they're doable. Very.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Vulnerable, especially they're I wouldn't say it's a crisis of confidence, but they're just lacking a bit at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
and we haven't got the answers.
Well, they always say the fans can be the 12th player, but they need them even more now, don't they?
Exactly.
They need the fans to get them behind them even
more. And
let's
be fair, Arsenal ladies have got one of the biggest fan bases going.
Oh, we got the best.
Oh, well, arguably the biggest and the best.
Yeah.
I would say
you guys are the 12th man. Do you know? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know.
But then you pay to be the 12th man as well. That's the other way you've got to look at it.
True. Right? That's very true.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah. So, question, okay? We do this on the men's watch along. Again, I'm going to use it as a comparison, okay?
Yeah.
Now, you know, there's a man of the match, and obviously in the Super League, there's going to be a woman of the match, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But me and Richard, a lot of the time, will do our man of the match for the first half, yeah? And our man of the match for the second half. And then when we do a man of the match for the whole game, it doesn't always turn out the way possibly people or the chat expect. Yeah?
Yeah, true.
Is there a woman in the last, say, 2-3 games that has shone more than the others, in your opinion?
I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? I mean, it's difficult, but you'd have to say defensively is probably where you're looking. I'd say Katie Reeder's still been pretty good despite the fact that we've been misfiring up front. So, yeah, I mean, she'd probably be the standout. Okay, she didn't play against City, but it's a difficult one, really, isn't it?
Do you agree, Ange?
Yeah, I will go with that, actually. And yeah, I've never really thought about it like that, but you're right, because, all right, you know, there's some players that will be on for the 90 odd minutes, but yeah, they, like you say, in this first half, somebody can be really stand out, then they get subbed off, somebody else comes on, and it works vice versa, doesn't it? It's in the second half, somebody can come on, and you just think, wow.
I mean, in the men's game, for the last 3 games, I would say, Urian Timber has been the man of the match.
Oh, yeah,
he has just been a machine. He's been an absolute machine.
He's had
and I just wondered
goals, clean sheets,
Exactly. He's had goal attempts as well. I just wondered if
Yes.
there was a woman in the women's team that you could say the same.
I mean, that's
Well, you've
hard.
gone for Katie Reid, and I accept that because I think
That's
Katie
about
Reid,
it.
she's done her best. She's done her best under the circumstances.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think you could have asked more from her, to be fair.
No.
Fair comment, Ange. Fair comment.
And you know what? And as a person, and the passion and her loyalty to Arsenal, I
Yeah.
love her.
Yeah, she's great. What she does.
A fantastic person. Unfortunately, as a player, she's down the pecking order.
Yeah, she is.
And yeah, Reid is above her.
Yeah.
Would you guys put Zimberger in goal for the Brighton game?
Oh God, no.
No, I would not. I'd give the other one a chance. I'd give no. I mean,
we've had trauma, haven't we, Marv? We've had
well,
trauma.
I mean, I know people call her statue, but she wouldn't make the same mistakes that Daft does. But I'd probably look to give Annika Bulber a chance, maybe. Who knows? Let's see.
Do you know what? I had high hopes for her because I do like a tall goalkeeper, male and female.
Yeah. Very fun. Very good.
What was that friendly game? I didn't get to watch it.
Well, the Arsenal women friendly.
Yeah.
Is that the one we lost at home to Spurs 4-3?
Yeah, that one. She was in goal, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. That was but no, she was. But I mean, that's
can I just chuck in there that you've got a third goalkeeper for a reason?
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, you do.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know. I wouldn't have Manu. Sorry, and I really like. Once again, I really like her as a person. Fantastic personality, but there's a big but.
Well, it's all down to Renee ultimately, isn't it? But then
the problem I found with Zinsberger is she doesn't like to dive.
Yeah, this is what a lot of people call her the statue.
My good friend called her Tree Burger.
Yeah, she likes to be on her feet all the time.
Or statue, or Andreas calls her Manu the statue. But
yeah.
I don't know. Let's see, because then we've got an important game as well coming up on Thursday against Benfica after that as well. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be next Thursday, wouldn't it? Benfica.
Yeah, that's the next. So if we're going to do a show, then I probably have to. I won't have to be next Thursday.
Do you want to watch along for that one, Ange? Next Thursday.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was thinking that actually. Yeah, I'll come back to you on that.
Okay, well, just say, and we can build it, and it'll be ready, and it'll be done. It's up to you.
Yeah. Have you got Disney Plus?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Of course you have. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it'll be on Disney Plus. Yeah. Okay.
I should watch that, but hopefully I might be out, but I'll try to catch that game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark, if you want to be on, mate, you just got to say. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, I'll see. Otherwise, I might just watch it on my TV like I did with the Lyon game the other night. We'll see.
Get in the chat if you can, then, mate. That'd be cool.
Well, I'll try. Well, I might be out next Thursday. I'll have to see. I'm not sure.
No worries.
Okay.
If you can make it, though, that'd be cool, mate.
Yeah. I'll try to. Yeah, 100%.
Well, we're going to move. Well, actually, what was in my notes now? What I would like something. Amo, you brought it up in our little group chat. What was that? Starting 11.
Oh, best 11. Yeah, if she knows. Yeah,
that's best 11.
That's right. Yeah, what is her best 11? That is a good point. Yeah.
Do you know what your best 11 is?
Well, yeah. And the problem is, I can honestly, I'm sure she knows. Well, of course she knows, but we're just not seeing it, are we?
She's a gaffer. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. Tough one, really.
It's a really tough one to say because we've had a great pairing.
It seems to be the same 8 players every week.
Sorry, Emma.
Emma, what did
no,
you say,
I wasn't saying anything. I was waiting for you to.
I didn't
say anything. I was.
Sorry.
No, sorry.
That's fine.
No, sorry.
We had this great. Well, obviously, we haven't got Leah at the moment, but I thought it was working, and I was really sceptical going back to Katie Reid. And well, certainly at first, it really seemed to work between Steph and Katie. I thought, okay, that's kind of slotted in well, considering. And then Fox is always Fox.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't substitute her right back, would you?
Well, she's another one, actually. I mean, God forbid if she got injured.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've said it now. No, I wish I hadn't. Yeah, sorry,
No,
sorry.
you're right. It's right.
We
No, you never know.
didn't even drag her into that one. We didn't even drag her into. She did it.
I know. I just blow out.
Yeah.
No, and Katie McCabe, and she really hasn't had
Yeah.
has she? But
No,
then
No, I
once
mean it's either
again,
her
she's
or
been
Taylor at
so
left back, isn't it?
overplayed.
she hasn't been up to her
Yeah.
standard, has she?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
But then again, she came off
It's
for
for
11
me
against
as
Real
well.
Madrid.
When we get into the final third, the crosses aren't just. They're just.
Yeah,
They're
they're
lame.
not there.
No.
Yeah, there's nobody on the end of them, or there's
Yeah. There's just like the energy. It's like they're using all their energy to get forward, and when they need that cross, it's just not getting there. And it's not.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. What would your starting 11 be then, Ange? Let me put you on the spot. Sorry, but what would your starting 11
Well, I'm still going to go with Daff for the moment.
You would?
Although there's definitely an issue with her, but I don't know if it's still maybe carrying a bit of an injury, because Arsenal ain't going to tell you that, are they?
They keep their
Unless
they
they
keep their
have
cards
to.
close to their chest, don't they?
Yeah. Which is
they
fair
do.
enough. I get that. Is it more a mental thing? Don't know. Next, she's definitely not quite herself. She's not instilling me with the best of confidence. But yeah, she'd be the starter. Yeah, I'm still going to say predominantly go with McCabe and Katie. And it's the midfield that's throwing me more. And yeah, on the wings, I'm still a big fan. All right, and I think to be fair, this Champions League game, we can't put too much on that because it just didn't work full stop. But I'm still a massive supporter of Ford.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, that's a good point.
And
Caitlin Ford,
to me, she's undroppable.
Yeah, I get the point you're making.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd keep her. I think also because Chloe Kelly had picked up a bit of a knock, and I think that's why she hadn't been a starter.
Yeah.
And she looked pretty good in the last game.
Did
All right, it just wasn't working. So it just didn't work generally. But I'd have Chloe Kelly over Beth Mead.
Oh yeah, same for me.
Yeah.
I mean, they both started against Lyon, didn't they? So yeah, that's a difficult one.
Same for me, Ange, definitely.
Yeah. Funny enough, do you know me? I like to go for my little stories. My very nice washing machine chappie, he turned out to be a gooner.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Yes, I remember you saying earlier that was quite.
And then straight away he talked about the women, which I thought was, and he was a slightly mature man, and I thought that was so brilliant. And straight away he said Chloe Kelly, and I said, yeah. I said, she come home, mate, didn't she? And I said, oh, my girls. I said, oh. He said, yeah, a little bit of dip in form, but they'll bounce back. And I thought, yeah, of course they will. They will.
Hopefully.
Keep the faith, she says.
Yeah, of course, you got to. Yeah, everyone goes through a difficult
season as well now, isn't it? So.
But sorry, I've totally got off track. Back to where I was. So yeah, it's the midfield, and yeah, I can understand why Russo's always going to be a starter. Get that?
Yeah, well, she has to.
She's just centre forward. I'm not going to use the word striker. I'm going to centre forward.
Yeah, that's fine.
She's an amazing player, and well, I remember before Kelly Smith come back to us in her coaching role, and she was talking to Karen Carney on whatever show. And she just turned around and said, sorry, they were half-time talking about, it's been an Arsenal game. And she said, well, they're not feeding her the ball. And I thought, yeah, same old story, isn't it? Yeah, you can't score the goals if somebody doesn't get you that ball there, because you can't be down there and then all the way up there.
True.
If it's any consolation, Gyökeres is having the same problem. They're not feeding him.
We'll come back to him later. Yeah, someone chat a little bit about the men. But so Russo's always going to be the starter. I'd have Ford, Kelly. It's the midfield bit, and that takes it right back to what you said. There's this whole, and other people have come out with it. The midfield.
Yeah.
What did you think of Palova?
I mean,
she's a lovely dessert.
She's a good player. She doesn't probably get enough game time, but I mean, where would you play her? I mean, of course, she probably would you play her instead of Olivia Smith more often, or I mean, you're not going to play. Maybe you could start Kelly on one side, Palova on the other, but it's tough
Yeah,
when you got. It's a good headache for the manager to have, isn't it?
yeah, but I'm talking about in midfield.
Yeah, I'd play her in the middle.
Well, yeah, Palova is a midfielder.
Yeah, but I'd play her in the middle.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, in the middle. Yeah.
So she would be what, number 8?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, for me.
Instead of Mariona. Oof, that's a tough one.
Well, you know what? It might be a game like Brighton. I know there's a hell of a lot of reputation alone.
Yeah.
Dare I say it, and I'm going to come back to this one in a minute. God forbid Renee's job at some point. But
No.
I think something's got to change. And
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with Ange. What did you just say? In place of who? Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said. When I said put Pavlova
at number 8, well,
in place of who?
Yeah. Instead of Mariona, you said, didn't it? I think.
Yeah. Well, that's the point we're trying to get here, isn't it? End of the day, we'd all accept it hasn't been working lately, so maybe it is the time to try it.
Yeah.
Even if you did it like half and half.
Yeah. Start with one and finish with the other.
Yeah.
You know, do you know what I mean?
Renee's pretty good with subs. No disrespect, she's better than Arteta in that respect.
As we've said probably all the way through this show, it's not working and we need a change.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And she got
Emerson, good to see
I know
Sorry.
I know Pavlova's still coming back.
From
ACL, yeah, she's coming back, but she can only come back more so when she gets more game time. Because she was blinded before the ACL.
She needs minutes in her legs. She needs minutes in her legs, guys.
Yeah,
100%.
You know, and it's a good time. It's a good time to try it.
Possibly. I mean, let's see what happens. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Because if you'd have brought her on against Lyon as an example, it may have been a step too far. You know, a team like Brighton, you've got a chance to see what she can do.
Yeah, that's true.
So, well, it's at the end of the day, it comes down to Renee, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, that's right. It ultimately comes down to the gaffer. That's right.
Do you know something else that popped in my head? Because sometimes, especially when you got a bit of time,
you weren't thinking about Big Gabby again, were you? Go ahead, Ange. Carry on, mate.
What's that?
Why have I got England on when I could be watching Brazil next?
Yeah, exactly.
3-0 to England, by the way.
Couldn't give a toss. I'm Scottish.
Oh, is it the men that's playing Wales? It's the men that's playing Wales, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, the men against Wales. Yeah, I forgot about that, to be fair. 3-0, okay.
Yeah,
what was in your head, Ange? I need to know now. I'm intrigued.
No, not that good. Right. When Lyonnaise, and I like Lyonnaise. Not everybody did, but I liked it. First season, and all right, I think once again it was a bit like with Chelsea. The girls were kind of playing themselves to a certain degree. And he had a really good season. He was 1 point off from clinching the title.
That's right.
Yeah. So everybody was happy. This is coming back to Renee. All right, she hasn't had a full season, but you know where I'm going. Second season, didn't go quite so well. Third season, well, we know what happened. Yeah. Now, I'm just looking now what's happening with Renee. I think,
is the honeymoon period over?
Honeymoon period over. I really don't want to think that, but you know when there's something in your head and you think, no.
But with respect, Ange, in her honeymoon period, she won the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, I mean, all Lyonnaise managed to do, and to be fair, a cup's a cup, but he got the Continental Tires Cup
Twice, yeah.
But it ain't quite the same, is it?
No, of course not. No,
Continental Tires or the Champions League. Which would you?
Yeah, that was without saying.
That's a
Yeah, no, I'm
no-brainer.
not.
That's a
Yeah,
no-brainer.
yeah, of course. Love it, Ange. I love it.
I mean,
Oh, listen, she's achieved something
Do
absolutely.
you know what? They're all
How
joking
long
apart.
has
It's
it
a
been?
fair,
8
all
years?
joking apart, sweetheart. It's a fair point.
yeah. it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a niggling. And the other thing I'm going to call out, because other than we got lovely Mark, thank you so much, Dan. I'm reading all your comments, Mark. But some of our fan base is somewhat fickle, and they turned on. And I don't like nastiness, and particularly on that blasted Facebook, I saw some really nasty comments about Jonas, which I thought, oh, come off it.
Yeah.
There's no need for that. I don't like nastiness. And yeah, the results weren't going our way. And listen, he did the decent thing. He moved on, and I think
Yeah,
obviously
exactly.
we probably got rid of him, push it, yeah, whatever. But obviously, if things don't really go the way that the fan base, which are we as genuine supporters want to see our girls do well,
Yeah.
are the fan base going to turn on
Well, a
Renault?
lot of the
I hope not. I don't. I'm not sure.
I really
a
hope
lot of the
not.
fan
I hope
base,
not. I don't think so.
whether they're the ladies' team supporters or they're the males, the men's team supporter, maybe more on the men's side. There are a lot of fans who just want to moan about the littlest thing.
Oh, God,
Turn a molehill into a mountain.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And do you know what it comes down to as a supporter, as a fan, or a loyal supporter?
Yeah.
Whatever tag you put yourself at, it's where you draw your line in the sand.
Yes. Yes.
And you just drew, in a way, Ange, you just drew a line in the sand saying you hate nastiness, yeah? Which that's absolutely 100% fair, yeah?
Yeah,
But
it is. It is.
a lot of these ones that moan as well, I'm going to say this, and if it sounds controversial, I'm sorry. It's not aimed at either of you two or anybody in the chat or anything like that. But you notice a lot of the moaning Arsenal fans, and I'm sure it's the same for other clubs as well, whether it be the female team, the male teams, whatever. I would say a good 85% of them are keyboard warriors. They wouldn't say.
Oh, that's a fair
They
point.
wouldn't
That's
say
a
it
fair
to your
point. You
face,
see
but
that?
they would say it on a forum or they would say it in a group. Do you know what I mean?
Or on a social media.
Yeah,
That's why social media is quite toxic
if
these
you were
days,
to
isn't
pull
it?
them face to face, they'll go, I didn't say that. I love this team. Well, no, everybody knows you're basically an idiot. Do you know what I mean? And I'm keeping it clean because I don't want to swear or anything on your show.
Oh, it's understandable,
But
mate.
you know what I'm saying, don't you?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's what ruins this fan base. The keyboard warriors, mate.
Yeah,
Because
I know what you mean, mate. Yeah, I understand.
Well, X is the biggest culprit for that one, isn't it?
We're three people here, and anybody else involved in the North Bank. We actually come on here. We put a camera on so everyone can see our faces, and we tell them.
We don't hide.
Exactly, and we tell everyone what we feel that week, that game, that minute.
Yeah, of course.
Time doesn't have. When we come on here and we do our thing, what we're doing now, and I've got to say, it's a great job what you guys are doing. It's absolutely brilliant, right? But we come on here and we say how we feel, and whether that's right
100%.
or whether it's wrong is irrelevant. The point
There's
is,
no right or wrong. Yeah, exactly.
and excuse me for saying it this way, Ange, at least we've got the balls to come on here and say what we need and say what we need.
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
So sorry about my little rant there, but that's how it makes me feel.
It's not a rant. It's a fair point. It's a fair point. It's not a rant.
How it makes me feel a lot of the time, If you don't support this club, go and support another club. If you're not happy with something, yeah, fair enough. I'm all for people having opinions and airing their grievances. But if you turn round and go, I've had enough of this club, I'm done, then to me, you're done. Go and support someone else. Go and support them down the road. The chickens. Go and support them. That's it. And if you actually turn around and say, I'm done with this club, whether it's the ladies' team or the men's team, oh, hello, Mark. If you say anything like that, go and support them down the road, or go and support the Irons, whatever you want. But you ain't an Arsenal supporter.
No, that's true. That's very true.
And that's my rant.
I would never turn my back. I'd always stick to my team thick and thin, no matter what.
Well, that's because you support the Arsenal. Everybody in this room, even Mark joining me now, right? Ange, we talk. even though we're mates and we can talk about anything, it always comes back round to the Arsenal, whether it be the women or the men.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know, Amar, bless him, he'll tell me off if
Would I?
sometimes.
No, would I?
Yeah, you have told me off about the men. You have put me in my place. And I think no. I think no, because sometimes I moan about them, and I have actually turned around and said, "Can I be asked to watch them?" I'm a bit fair weather with the men at time, and Amar has put me in my place, and
That's good. That's
totally
good. I suppose.
respect that. Although, sorry, when it's an incredibly boring game, sometimes it's just too hard to watch.
You get matches like that. You know, you can't play perfect football every time.
That's life.
Yeah, you can't.
Can I say in my defence, I don't have a choice. if I didn't watch it, I wouldn't have a show.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? But I get where you're coming from, because sometimes I'm sat there and I'm going, what am I watching? Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, it's not very often, but there is the odd game where you're like, I can't believe this is happening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
You've got to carry on with it, you know?
Football. It's football.
I don't know if Mark. Oh, he hasn't froze because his head's just moved.
No, I'm just being silent. And like, firstly, I want to apologise to Ange for gate crashing. So, Ange, first of all, I do apologise. I just word balls, and I thought I have to come on.
I was having a bit of a rant, Mark. I was having a bit of a rant.
Yeah. That was my trigger word right there, Ange. As soon as I heard the word balls, it was like, I'm on. So, yeah. Great show, guys. I've really enjoyed it, actually. It's been good back and forth between you. So.
No, it's been good. Yeah, we could do with a couple of wins. The men don't play again until next time. Could do with the women lighting up our weekend, a couple of wins against Brighton and Benfica, but it's not going to be easy. You know?
I've got to say, the chemistry tonight between us three has been pretty good. I've enjoyed it.
It has been good.
Really enjoyed it. Oh, sorry, can I just give you an update there? Just for Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins kind of went down when he tried to score that goal, and I'm just thinking ahead to the men. He's limited now. I mean, I know it doesn't affect us immediately, but
do you know what? I'm also just going on about the England game for a second, Ange, right? I think these games, right? The manager of the team that you play for should be able to say whether you go to England or not, right? End of the day, I look at it this way. There shouldn't be anybody from Arsenal, right? The top three teams at the moment, let's say, or even the top four. Sorry, let's say the top four at the moment. There should be no players from the top four teams in the Premier League going to play for England at the moment because too much on the line for the club. That's my honest opinion.
Yeah, that's
I disagree.
Yeah, we're very biased. Like yourself, I do the Lionesses, but I've never really been into England men. It's just never resonated with me. But I'm gonna, and I quite like old Tom. What's his face?
Thomas Tuchel.
And that has been controversy. That one. There has been a bit of controversy, and I have no problem with it. But the fact that he's German and English. I'll put it bluntly, my Steve was not happy with that.
Fair enough.
He's real old school, real old, but back to 66 and all that. But I like Tommy.
I think he's good. He's good, yeah.
He is, and he's got to pick the best player. Like we're talking about with our managers, he's got to pick the best players, and of course he's going to have Bukayo Saka.
Yes.
Is this a friendly tonight, or is it actually a World Cup?
It is one of them silly friendlies.
If it's a qualifier, I understand. If it's a friendly, your manager should be able to go, hold on, we need Bukayo or whoever from the Arsenal. Let's use the Arsenal as the example, right? Whoever from the Arsenal that are playing, right? You've chosen for the team. You can't have, because look, we're top of the table. We're only 1 point ahead, right? There's a lot on the line this season for Arsenal. There's a lot on the line for the Arsenal fan base. So friendlies, I'm sorry, pick someone else. Qualifiers. Go ahead.
Des, just come back on you on that. I'm not being disrespectful, but to come back on that, there's two things. For any player at all, I'm with it. I'd rather watch Arsenal than Scotland any day of the week. So I'm not an international fan. I'm a football only. But for when it comes to players, they want the accolade of playing for their country and building up as many caps as they could get, etc. So I hear your point.
Yes.
But right now, I think there's
Yes.
something like 3 camps. Sorry, bro. I think there's 3 camps left before the World Cup or is it the Euros? If you lost track of that, there's only 3.
Yeah, World Cup next year. Next year's a World Cup. World Cup. World Cup.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's only 3 camps to go between now and then. So Tuchel has to get as much information into the players and understand as well. So then you would have your best players that are actually going to go to the World Cup go. So that's kind of a counter argument. I hear what you're saying.
Well, let me throw something back at you, Mark. Right, and it's again, I get where you're coming from, right? So let's put it this way: you say they want loads and loads of caps. I get that, but surely once you've got one England cap, aren't all the caps the same? It's not like. But let me explain. Let me expand. It's not like, oh, the first one's a nice blue colour, the next one's a nice sparkly red colour. I just want to add it to. Yeah, I know. I'm making a bit of a joke out of it. I just want to add it to my collection. You know what I mean? Oh, there's one that's going to look like a disco ball. I need that one in my collection. Do you know? You know what I'm trying to say, don't you, mate?
Yeah. Des, you know something? It's the difference. It could be the difference between getting to the end of your career and you've got 80 caps for your country, which you're very proud of, and then you realise, oh, if only if I played in these friendlies and these camps, I would have had 100 caps.
Yeah, but that to me doesn't matter. I'd rather have a Champions League. I'd rather have a no. I'd rather have a Champions League trophy. I'd rather have 4 or 5 Premier Leagues. I'd rather have 4 or 5 Premier Leagues. I'd rather have 10 FA Cups. You know, that's the way I see it. Yeah,
but
it's not like, oh, they're going to give me a cap with a Pokemon on it. I need that for my collection. You know, no. I do get your point. But
if you had an international fan on here that's not into his club football and just follows international football, he'd be saying the exact opposite to you. He'd be telling you to dress Saka against Liverpool so I could have him for England. So there's an argument both sides. But,
Arsenal, I want a Pokemon on next season's kit, right? Next season's kit, when you release it,
you've got to be careful what you wish for at the end of the day. You've got to be careful what you wish for. You've got to be careful what you wish for as well, though, to be fair.
Don't get me wrong, Mark, you make a good point. But, you know, how much is an England cap important to, say, a trophy?
Was it, Des, I'm like...
Bringing it back to sensible.
Yeah.
You know?
If you're asking me my personal opinion right now, I'm pulling Saka and Declan Rice. Clean out that England squad. They're not playing in the friendlies. They're not playing in the qualifiers. God damn it, they're not even going to the World Cup. They're resting and they're coming back fresh for Arsenal the following season.
I want them for Arsenal to do the best they can for Arsenal.
100%.
England is like,
100%.
You've done your bit, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew, kind of took over your show there. I do apologise.
No, that's fine.
Watching international football's like watching Luton be Ipswich.
Yeah, I'm watching. No, hang on. I'm looking something up. Hold on.
He's looking something up, Mark. Hold on.
It's really.
And I will send that photo again to you later. Do not bring that photo up on the show.
Oh, God's sake, see that past my head in. Sorry. Right. Saka. Yeah, he got the third goal.
So take him off straight away. Okay, that's the other thing. If you are going to play him,
it's not time.
You are going to play him, and we're 3-0 up. Andrew, we still 3-0 up? Is England still 3-0 up?
Yeah, and it's half time.
Get Saka off.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah. Get Saka off, mate. Get anybody off that's important. Get them off. Job's done.
I'm trying to look at the lineup.
I mean, you could see recently. Recently, he played his 200th game for Arsenal, and he's still only 24. It's just crazy to think. It's crazy.
Oh, Rice is the
200 games for Arsenal, and he's only 24. Right.
I saw a video today, which I think was really, really crazy, right? And this is about Lamau, the lad who plays for Barcelona. Yeah. They're saying already he could be burnt out.
Yes, the 16-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, he could be.
It's all about the lifespan. It's all about the lifespan.
Same,
Go ahead, Mark.
same for Saka. Saka's now picking up injuries. He was never getting injuries before, and if you look at him now,
Yeah.
and the same with Martin Odegaard.
Well-
Martin Odegaard started that early as well. And look, he's never been injury prone.
Yeah.
What's that, 3 in the last year?
See, I put Arsenal over any country. I put Arsenal over. For me personally, I can only speak for myself. I'd put Arsenal over any country.
Hey, man, would you?
Yeah, it's understandable.
Hey, man, would you?
What's that?
Would you do the same? Would you put Arsenal over any? Would you put Arsenal over playing for any country?
I mean, representing your country, they always say is like the highest honor and everything. But of course, you have to take that into account as well, innit? And so they can also help be at the maximum for the club as well. So I mean, it's one of those. It's difficult. I mean, you've got to take both into account, haven't you? It's really difficult, I would say. But yeah, you'd have to please the club manager as well, and not burn these players out so that they can help be at their maximum for both levels, I guess.
So, Ange, would you take me over Arsenal?
You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah, that's what I would say.
Des got that. Did you
I
get
heard
that?
Yeah, I did.
What was that? What?
I wish I'd spat it out. Oh, dear.
What happened?
I don't think
I think she did.
Was I talking a load of crap there or something? I don't know.
No, not you, mate. No, not you.
Right,
Not you at all. I think Ange did get it, but she was using
not me. Oh,
discretion
sorry,
over valor. I think. Yeah. No. Nothing you've done, mate. No worries. No.
Yeah. No, okay. Cool.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad you've let me let off some steam. I've got to be honest.
No, that's all good. Right, so can we? Yeah, we talked about everything. Yeah, the boys are on international duty. What's his face? The young lad, Skelly, Miles Lewis.
Skelly, yeah.
He's on the bench.
Can I ask
Skelly,
one question
yeah.
before we go? Can I ask one question before we go, Ange? Because I know you're going to wrap it up in a minute, right?
Yeah.
If Richard was here, we'd be having a debate, right? Against West Ham, right? Men's game against West Ham. Would you, even though it was his 200th game for Arsenal, his 100th goal, whatever it was, right? Would you have given Gyökeres the penalty, or would you have let Saka take it?
Do you know what? You said that before, Des, about Saka being a bit selfish. And when because I didn't watch the game, but when I heard that, I thought, oh, yeah. I think that was a bit naughty because we'd all been led to believe by Mr. Arteta that Gyökeres was going to be the penalty taker.
Yeah.
And suddenly it didn't happen. Yeah, and I think that was a bit, well, as much as we all love Saka, I think that was a little bit
because
naughty.
I know Mark and me agree on this. I would have definitely given it to Gyökeres. I would have, because he is the striker. Yeah.
Wouldn't that you took the penalty against Leeds and no keeper in the world would have saved it. So
you blink and you miss it. You miss it, bro.
He hits it so hard into the corner with accuracy. And two, for the benefit of the team, you need Gyökeres firing. And so you need to get his confidence up. And if that takes a penalty kick or just keep the goal tally going up, then I think that's fantastic.
He's probably going to be on the goal bonus
absolutely.
as well.
Yeah, I think Saka done it for self reasons, and he scored the goal and fair play to him. But I've seen Saka miss 3-4 penalties in the last couple of years, and so therefore, I felt that honestly, I said it at the time. I really think that you should give it to Gyökeres, and there was a clip after where Gyökeres actually asked Saka for it, and Saka's like, "Not today, bro." I thought it was a bit naughty of Saka to be honest.
Before we go, I've got to ask you about this comment. I love Brazilians. So is that the sack back and crack? Are you talking about sack back and crack when you say that?
No. This is a family show. So
I'm just clarifying. That's all.
No, I'm just saying you guys know I love Brazilians, so and it's not the Brazilians that these people like the people watching might take into consideration. It's the people of the female and male gender.
Country, yes, the culture.
Yeah. I don't know. What's the culture like?
And I can say, Ange, thank you so much for having me on. I've absolutely enjoyed tonight. I really have.
You know what? I've really enjoyed this show because I'm not going to lie. The guys know.
Yeah, thanks very
we
much.
had a few technical problems. It really didn't flow
Thanks very
last
much for having
week.
us. Well, yeah.
But thankfully, Amar, you've been at your best, mate, and your internet's been very kind to you.
Yeah, you haven't dropped. Well, you dropped out.
Well, I don't know
tonight,
about. Yeah, no, yeah, no, because I was putting my phone away. But yeah, no, I mean, you say I put in your place, but I wouldn't want to try putting in your place too many times. Let's just put it that way.
No, you can.
I wouldn't want to try putting you in your place too many times.
It's all right.
I'm talking to Angie. I'm talking to Angie.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I wouldn't want to put anybody in their place.
Oh no, me and Ange have an understanding. She tells me what to do, and I
I'll
say,
go,
I'll see what I can do about it, mate.
Shit,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the next men's. I
course.
want another cup game when you get these obscure little clubs. I like the Carabao Cup.
And I worry about you with the men's games because it only takes you 5 to 10 minutes, and you're on the thinking step, and then you're on the naughty step, and then you can't help yourself, can you?
I can't, but it's not my fault if they have good-looking players in the opposition. Is it my fault that I think Joe Linton and Bruno are good-looking? They are good-looking men.
Everybody's got their opinions.
See if I said the same. See if I came on and watched one with you, Ange, and watched the women's game, and I said, "Look at her ass, look at her." I would be called a sexist.
No, Mark. You could say she's very attractive.
Who?
I have never said anything rude about those men.
It's all about terminology, Mark. Terminology.
Yeah, terminology. You can listen. Taylor Hines, our new glamour girl. She's very attractive. You can say that.
And this is see at the end of the day, you can say someone's attractive, you can say someone has a nice arse. At the end of the day, if I'm saying it, you're saying it, we're both come to the conclusion we want to bang them.
Yeah, but as Anne just said, mate, there's ways of saying it.
All right, anyway, thanks for having me on.
So why do we need to be saying
footballer's bottom?
See that girl used to play for Aston Villa that's married to Douglas Luiz.
Oh my
Seriously, I watched her ass more than I watched the ball. I was actually, I almost started supporting Aston Villa.
Oh, God.
Women, that is.
And this could be a good point to end this show.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Female players have implants. Next, I don't think that does the game any good whatsoever.
No, not let this
Say good night.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you. I hope somebody tuned in because we've had loads of fun. Watch us on the replay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us on, Ange. Thanks for having us on, mate. I'll be on again sometime.
Take care, guys. Bye. Have a good evening.
Come on, you Gunners.
Bye, guys. Take care. Have a good.
Right, I'm gonna end this now, Andrew. Right? Have you got anything else you want to say before I go?
Guys.
Just before we go. No, right. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you and ladies next week. Take care. Thank you very much. Here we go. Love each other. Take care of each other. We love you all.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Come on, you Gunners.
Watch.